What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to give you a quick insight into my transition to mouse and keyboard. Switched over from Xbox controller, playing on PC, but I just wanted to show you today kind of what I've been going through as a warm-up, what I do, what kind of goes through my mind, what I'm thinking, how I'm building, what I'm working on for editing, and just the various things that I'm doing to transition to mouse and keyboard. So let's get into it. So here we go, guys. This is just my island that I just warm up on in creative. I'll show you this in a second, this monstrosity over here. Let me just go and grab some weapons quick so it feels more real. Built this little 1v1 ramp, obviously, just to practice with people. I mean, you already know. You know how it is. What I like to do to warm up is to over here, I built this thing just so it stays the same every time I log into my island. And I just like to practice my editing. Just kind of get the fingers warmed up. So it's just a long tunnel of just walls, and it's just so I can practice my editing. So basically this is the first thing I do before I get on. I just warm up with some editing. So when I go through this way, you saw me just run through all the way down. When I come back, I like to re-edit it and then pull it back the other way. I don't have it where I can do it at a full run yet, but I mean, we're getting there. Almost at a full run. We'll get there eventually, guys. But yeah, this is just how I start my warm-up. And then after the edits, I like to practice building, just because it's like muscle memory. Just want to get the muscle memory down. So what I started doing, obviously, is the ramp rush. So after you place the first ramp, what I do is place a floor, a wall, and then a ramp. So for me, it's X for floor, it's Q for wall, and it's E for ramp. So hopefully when I get it down, after I box myself out, it should look like this. And it's just the muscle memory, honestly, and that's why I wanted to practice it. Every single time I come on, I practice this. Because if I can get it down to where it's just like second nature, when I'm in a high stress situation in a game, it's just gonna be, you know, second nature. Somebody's pushing me and I need to get high ground on them with a protected ramp. Triple ramp rush right here. But the cool thing is, let's see if it actually worked, is when I'm doing this, it's happened down here, down a little lower, but usually when I get it going, I can actually throw a ramp underneath it. So right there, it's a ramp, floor, wall, and a ramp underneath. I missed it all the way up, but I got started at the bottom, so right here. That's how it should look the whole way up, right there. And then after I get that done, here, we'll go right next to it here. We'll do another ramp brush on it. I'll show you what I do when I get to the top. I like to get some height, because once I usually get to the top, if I don't decide to go back down with an edit, once I get up to the top, I practice my waterfalls. So there's a standard waterfall of just doing one wall, catching yourself, but it depends. If there's people forcing you down, you can protect yourself by creating a tunnel all the way down and a wall on two sides. So I've been working on that. And that is just holding a wall and shuffling back and forth to make sure you get the wall on each side and then landing on a cone. And I was told to land on cones instead of ramps. These cones are, I guess, easier to catch you. I started doing waterfalling with ramps, but it just wasn't working properly. And today is day 15 on mouse and keyboard, so I feel like since day one I've made a lot of progress. It's pretty crazy. Actually, I better keep this so I can get some height. can just start it right here. Let's see, let's change back to wood though. So another thing I like to do is work on my boxing, and boxing is going to be important when like you need to rotate in to a heavily contested circle. So what I'm trying to do is edit out, place a floor, a roof, and then the walls around, and then be able to edit again and keep moving like that. So if you can get it fluid, you should be able to just keep running through the boxes and keep protected the whole time. Obviously I need to work on my snaking, so that would be placing floor, a roof, and then a wall on two sides, and then continuing out. So snaking is something I still have to work on quite a bit actually. And I literally just started, I think 2 nights ago, working on the box technique right here. And as you can see, it's not perfect, but we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Alright, what else can we do? One thing I need to work on is placing floors or cones and then rushing with it to protect yourself. So you can start with placing a floor and then edit that. And the purpose of this is just to keep yourself protected, obviously. For me, a floor right now is easier just because I have cone set to mouse button, what was it, 4, 2? Mouse button 2. And mouse button 2 is, I don't know if it's just a little trickier to get it, but when I hit it, I'm hitting the mouse. Maybe I'm just not used to that sort of motion yet. I don't know. And then on the way down, you can do the reset, and it's just practicing resets as you're walking through. So for me, it's edit with F, and then it's reset with right click, and then F again. So it should be pretty fluid as you walk down. And again, this is just muscle memory, guys. And there we go. And then when I go up, I like to clean it. So I just like to edit and break it. This is all just for muscle memory. It's all for practice, repetition. And soon enough, it'll just become faster and faster. And that's the plan, man. There we go. Now it's all cleaned up.
Yeah, I do 2 or 3, and then I go.
Alright, I'll do 2. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky.
You won't let me get up, will you?
I'm trying not to, dude. This is all I got, bro. Oh, shit.
Wow, again?
Working my butt off over here, bro. Oops. And one of ammo. That's sick. Nice, good catch. That's not mine.
Ah, GG's.
GG's, man. You had me sweating, bro. You had me sweating. What is happening right now? Sorry about that. Yikes, I fell.
That's rude.
Too slow. Nope, that is not gonna cover me. Yikes.
Ah.
You were so close to getting away, dude. If you would have made it like a half second further, you would have been around that ramp. Oh my god.
Basically, I have, from back when I actually played COD, like competitively, I have a lot of money and credits on my CMG thing from all the wins.
Oh, sure.
So I was like, you know what, I'd rather put this towards, you know, if I can put like a Fortnite team in, right? And on top of that, I do have a Game Battles account for the Fortnite, but it's just easier to manage. I do want to have an NA team. Because, I mean, you know, why not? Fortnite's like that thing right now, so I might as well get into it.
Right. Man, I can't focus and talk at the same time.
Ah, GG's.
Thanks, GG's. Oh, shit. Oh my god, what is this lag?
You just lagged back, what?
Oh.
I'm quitting. I'm gonna go play Roblox.
That was a headshot. Here. Have a chug splash for your troubles.
360 no scope.
Oh shit, that
360
actually
no
was
scope.
it.
Oh! Oh!
Clip it!
Oh, God.